What tiny thing makes you so insanely angry? A mosquito in my bedroom. When it buzzes in your ear. That high-pitched whine. ARRRG. When I try to pause a YT video with spacebar and go down the page. K will always work as a pause play button without ever scrolling down. People who say I'm not asking for excuses when you have perfectly fine reasons for your actions. Oh freak yeah, my old foreman used to do this all the time. Not getting a bundle of 4 inches pipe to the penthouse because the hoist operator is at lunch is a reason, not an excuse, you ignorant frick. Frick you Eric. When I click X on Skype and it doesn't close. When the sheets comes off the corner of the bed. Sheet straps. They are like tiny suspenders for the corners of your sheets. People who hold conversations in doorways or in the middle of high traffic areas. I work in hospitality, and guests do this all the freaking time. When I was younger I used to be patient and think they probably don't know what they're doing so I won't lose my temper. But now I passive aggressively say excuse me, sir, I'm out of control. When you go on a website and a pop-up ad covers the screen, I will never do business with these companies. When someone calls your name, you answer, they don't hear, they call your name again, you answer louder, still don't hear, rinse and repeat. Frick, that was my childhood in a sentence. And then finally, after answering loudly, they come back with don't yell at me. Phone calls, on speakerphone, in public places. Related, music without headphones in public places or turned up so loud in your headphones it might as well not be on headphones. Hitting my head on things makes me go from calm and collected to frick this doorframe real fast. And then your friend laughs and it's like a choir of sirens ushering you towards insanity. When there are 2+ people walking towards you shoulder to shoulder on the sidewalk and none of them make a freaking effort to move even slightly to the side to let you pass. I'm getting heated just thinking about it. I've started stopping still and pulling out my phone when this happens so they have to move or crash into me. The on-ramp onto the interstate is used for accelerating, not coasting, damn it. Dear God, it's one of the most dangerous and most common mistakes. It's the freaking worst. The quick, insistent chirp from your smoke detector telling you to replace the battery at 8 AM on a Saturday when you're trying to sleep in. Numlock being turned off by default. People who repeatedly knock the bathroom door. Or aggressively jiggle the handle. Listen, I've said occupied and now you're trying to break in, and this is just postponing the whole thing. I can't pee during what sounds like a burglary. The classic parental door knock that occurs simultaneously with the risky bastards opening the door. And then they add insult to injury by leaving the door slightly ajar when they leave. When people leave the door to my room open. Even worse is when you ask someone to close your door on the way out and they only half close it. When my earbuds get caught on a doorknob and rip themselves out of my ears. Instant rage. When someone is showing you a video and they leave the cursor in the middle of the screen. Such a simple fix. Or when they full screen it, but leave the cursor over the controls so those don't minimize. This happened in class once or twice and I just got up and moved it. Ripping the side of the brand new bag of cereal. When you get a pop-up that you can close until you check a box, but doing so brings up another pop-up that locks your page while playing the most obnoxious noise in the world at full volume. Then you have to check the box on this pop-up but it just brings you to the same page while it's blaring that god-awful high-pitched noise and an automated voice is repeating warning, Microsoft security alert or some crap, and you realize you're trapped in an infinite loop of pop-up heck. So you bring up the task manager and close the internet, losing all of your tabs, all while thinking I'm not a bad person but I would literally kill whoever came up with this pop-up. I agree with you there. It usually pops up on P. Literally the last place I want to be angry. The SOB who came up with this is either the best troll on earth or a demented soul who writes torture manuals for the CIA. When I wake up in the morning and people crack jokes about me being cranky. B. I was in a fine mood sipping my coffee until you walked up, all lol, don't talk to him, he'll bite your head off if you even say hello. Then I'm cranky. Frick. Talking about leaving me alone isn't leaving me alone. My girlfriend, who is otherwise lovely, hiccups loudly with her mouth open. It sounds like a retarded frog biting through a megaphone, lasts for half an hour or more, and drives me insane. Reading all of these comments pees me right the frick off. People who let their kids watch videos on phones and tablets on restaurants. This isn't okay, people. Nobody else wants to hear it. Give them headphones if you're gonna do that. Slow walkers, or people who just randomly stop while walking down the footpath in front of you. Loud repetitive noises. In the same vein, I've noticed how very young children will pick up a word sound and repeat it loudly with the exact same intonation, again and again, loudly. It is unbearable. The FBI warning in the beginning of every DVD, Blu-ray, etc. Frick you, I paid for it. I don't need to sit there for 5 seconds with your BS warning telling me not to pirate the product I just bought. Pirating the movie would ironically solve your problem. Leaving time on the microwave. I use it to check the time when I'm not on my phone. It's such a tiny thing, but I hate it. People who chew loudly or with their mouths open. It drives me insane. I cannot stand to hear people make noises while eating. My ideal job would be that if someone chews with their mouth open, I would appear next to them every single time they were trying to focus or study or make a presentation or propose to their girlfriend, and I would be loudly smacking food 1 inch from their face until they cried. I hate food smackers so freaking much. Stepping into a puddle or something with socks on and getting your socks all wet. Not the end of the world, but god is it annoying. When people use an apostrophe in a plural. For example, words are too hard for me to use correctly. When I'm tired and cranky, and I put something in the freezer drawer, I try to close the freezer drawer, but it won't. It gets stuck on something in the back. Why won't you close? Just freaking close. God freaking damn it, just freaking close. Mother sucker, you freaking goddamn piece of, there it goes. Goddamn it. Last time this happened, I broke the back off of the plastic tray. That'll show it. The suckers who throw trash on the ground when there is a trash can 5 feet away from them. When someone feels the need to capitalize every word in a sentence. When people spell definitely as defiantly, I get extremely angry. My version of this is loose when they mean lose. I know a few people that do this consistently. People who say they have OCD because they get annoyed by things that aren't in order. Number. No, that's not OCD. Coughs. God, sorry, I'm a little bit lung cancer. When someone writes a comment, usually see it on FB, with a lot of in-between word sentences, like it's too hard to put a period, space then start your next sentence like a normal person. No, you gotta drag out your sentences, and while I read it I just picture you saying it very monotone like and depressed or something, and it doesn't fit with you talking about how you miss Deborah and the kids and that you want to see them soon and wish them a good day. When I pick something up and then drop it, pick it up again and drop it again. Heaven forbid I drop it a third time, or so help me God. Espresso. I bought a 1970s espresso machine. I think it was Moulinex, and it actually said espresso on the box. The machine has espresso written on it though, so I just destroyed the box and all was well. People who refuse to take no for an answer. People who can't admit they fricked up. I mean, you're human, it happens. Own that crap and move on. People who are rude to fast food employees. The list goes on. Like when you put down your instead of your e. It's okay to admit you fricked up. We understand. Seeing shopping carts in the middle of the parking lot even though there is clearly an area to put them outside only 20 feet away. People who try to get on the elevator before letting you get off, forcing you to have to shoulder check them on the way out. People who get onto an interstate doing 40 miles per hour and attempt to merge. It makes me go ape crap. OMG, IT's the freaking freeway and we're merging at 35 miles per hour. You're going to kill us all. People who are completely oblivious to their surroundings or don't care. People who stand in the entrance of a retail store, chatting. People who stand in the middle of a grocery store aisle so you can't get by either side of them. People who take ages at ATMs. What the frick are people doing on them? It's not a game. Get your cash and frick off. He doesn't know about the games on ATMs. This is the goodest fly boy. He will bring you 10 years of happiness in exchange for a like on this video. Like and subscribe, you magnificent person.